My name is Shirley Thomson and I'm the chairperson of Balmaghie Community Council, and we're based in Balmaghie, which is near Castle Douglas, and it covers the villages of Glenlocher, Brigidee and Lauriston. And the Community Council is set up by the local authority, basically as a bridge between the local authority and the community. And we're all volunteers that are part of the group. Usually our work involves, if members of the community have any concerns, usually you get the pothole thing and they don't deal with it themselves, or if there's some sort of planning thing happening that they're not always satisfied about. But as well as that, this year we've put in planters in all the villages, and we're going to be putting in trees and that sort of thing, and revamp the Millennium Wall, just do sort of community work really, things that the council don't actually have time to do, and sort of take care of the old churchyard here. We cut the grass here, and also various points in the villages, that the stuff that the council don't cut, we've got volunteer members that do that as well. They provided a very professional service to us. They gathered all information that was required. They sent out emails to members in the community. They did flyers through letterboxes, and they accumulated all this information. For our volunteers, they actually gathered information who would want to volunteer and who would be the recipients of these services, and they collated all this information for us. And basically stored it in accordance with the data regulations. It was easy to understand, easy to operate. The volunteers just had a phone call to, tell them what was required and where it was to go. And once that was done, you just phoned up and said, well, for example, if it was a prescription that we picked up, we just phoned Sleeping Giants back and said that's a prescription being dropped off. And without the help of Sleeping Giants, we wouldn't have known who was requiring this help, or indeed who was willing to help. You can put wee flyers on your Facebook page and say, phone us if you'd like to help, but nobody generally does, whereas Sleeping Giants seem to have a way of getting through to the people that wanted the help and that wanted to help. I think the communication was excellent, and the timescale of anything that we asked them to do was done very quickly. And like I say, it was all easy to understand, set out. It wasn't difficult, for anybody with any sort of abilities. Volunteers were able to understand what was there, what was required. They produced a list of shops that would deliver, businesses that would deliver. They also were able to keep the information current as well, which, as volunteers, as I say, we're all either working at other jobs, and you've got to have somebody that's committed to your project. And if we're not working, or the retired people were not up to speed all the time, but Sleeping Giants are, and they've got all the current information, current rules, regulations, and it was just great to be able to basically hand all that over to somebody else, and all we had to do was just follow their guidelines and basically just turn up and help these people. Without them, we probably wouldn't have had an efficient resilience team at all, and I think everybody in the community would probably like to thank them for all their efforts in that. And it just made the whole community pulled together, and there was a sense of community, and without Sleeping Giants, I don't think that would have happened. No, I'd absolutely recommend working with them. It just makes life so much simpler, and it's, as I say, they're so friendly and professional, and it just, why would you not want to work with something that made your life so much easier? I mean, there's no need to struggle on when there's an actual business out there that's got the facilities that you need to use.